For the men's team this year, we're really excited to see what we can do. We've got almost everybody returning from last year. We did lose Daniel Clausen, who's been kind of the cornerstone of our program. But what we really hope to do is just to continue the momentum that we set last year in the track season. We had a lot of guys that kind of had some breakthrough seasons on the track, and that's really motivated them to put in a lot of work over the summertime and continue that success on the cross-country course. So it's going to be really exciting to see some guys who finished in maybe the back half of the conference last year that have really put in the work this summer and really gotten dedicated to being a good cross-country runner, and seeing them hopefully finish in the top half of the conference and continue to just improve our team from year to year. And we hope to knock off a few teams this year with Washburn coming into the conference. No one really knows what to expect from them, so we're really interested in seeing what they can do, and we hope to be right there with them and hopefully knock off some teams this year and set the tone for the rest of the track season.
Next team.
For the women's team, it's really nice to have Mercy Perez back this year after having her out with a redshirt season last year. Between her and Emily Schoenfeld, we think that gives us a really good 1-2 punch up front. Seeing where Emily has come from when she was in high school, she'd be the first to tell anybody she was pretty average, and she's exceeded expectations every year in our program. Going into her senior year, I know she's really wanting to go out with a bang. So we really feel like between the two of them, we're going to be pretty competitive up front. We're going to be relying on some inexperienced runners for our 3, 4, and 5 spot, but I've been really impressed with what I've seen out of them these first 2 weeks, and having Emily and Mercy up front and chasing them, we couldn't ask for better leaders for those young girls. So just like the men, we're excited to see where we can finish. We hope to improve on our position from last year, and we feel pretty good about our chances to do that. The way we're looking at our men individually right now is I see 4 guys that could almost be interchangeable based on what they did last year. Brian Newkirk, Cole Bosley, Thomas LaRoche, Aaron Taylor. Feel really good about the group of them up front. Last year having Daniel as our number 1 guy almost every meet. It'll be interesting this year to see who of those 4 kind of steps up and leads the team from race to race. But we feel really good about all 4 of those guys, and we have a lot of depth this year. A lot of guys will be fighting for that 5th spot. Cole Bosley, being a sophomore, one of those guys had a breakthrough season last year on the track. So he's slowly putting himself up there, and maybe one of the better guys in the conference on the track. Now that he's kind of focused on cross country a little bit this fall, we're really excited to see what he can do for 8K as well. We decided to do something a little bit different this year, get a little head start on practice, start about a week earlier than we normally do. So we brought everybody in, and we just made a camping trip out of it, out here east of town at Camp Alexander. Set up some tents, had 2-a-day practices, did some canoeing races, some fishing. Just a lot of fun for the new people to get to know each other, some good team bonding, and again, just a great way to get a head start on practice that we haven't done in the past.